everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Thursday! Welcome back, fresh, brand new shiny day. We got a good cup of coffee. We have water, and we have more new content. Well, the same new content to work through, but I'm feeling a little bit more organized about what I want to do out there today. How is everybody? Get to hang out for a bit before my next meeting. Hi, day. Good evening, Hazel and chat. Hope your Thursday's going well. Good evening to you. Blizzard perfectly released the info for 12.1 with my stream time. Oh, really? Let me go look. I want news. That would give me a good chance to drink some coffee. 12.1, huh? I figured they would spill some beans sooner or later. Oh, it's a video. It's a video. Oh, there's an article too. Okay. Let's read. The Curse of Ulatek. Somebody wanted it to be trolls, so that person hopefully got their bingo. Latest Wowcast with Bethany, Rachel, Taylor. I'll probably watch that at some point. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it on stream today or not. They've got the fog lifts from an island off the east coast of Zilliman. Nice. Their long buried history. Something trolls. Within the mountain on the Coiled Isle, you'll undertake a variety of new activities as you explore this corrupted ecosystem filled with poisonous waters and venomous foes. Plunge into the vaults of Atalutek, primed for challenging group content and rotating public events. Taking part in these public events will ultimately build up to a boss fight. Interesting. While in the zone, players will have access to a custom talent tree that provides different perks of player power with quality of life perks. Alright, sure, yep. Reduce the potency of the venom found around the island as you explore. Alright. Hi, Moose. How are ya? Sorry, did I come in too hot? Good morning. Thought he was just going to sneak right past me and yeah, there he is. There's Bubba. Okay. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Alright, so you're gonna get perks that let you mitigate the risks out there. It reminds me a little bit at the very first glance of the mob, but we're gonna blow right past that. Encounter cursed surges. Face rare elites. Cursed surges will regularly spawn rare elites at 5 rotating locations. Killing them unlocks cursed fishing. Well, that sounds fun. A local story with a Tortolan sea captain. Gain rep with his crew and fish in the cursed waters. Alright, I can mess with that. Introducing layers on evolution on world bosses. I feel like you could have had some punctuation there. Located in instanced encounters with scaling difficulty up to flexible mythic. These will be found in an evolution on world bosses in instance encounters with scaling difficulty up to flex mythic. Is that not just a raid boss? It's a world boss, but it's not in the world. Like, what do you mean? These will be found in specific locations similar to Dells will come with a summoning stone outside the lair. So a raid. The goal is to make it easier for players to gather and take on these bosses by encountering them at specific locations. You can choose your difficulty and use the summoning stone to bring others to you. That's funny. Alright. And 3 new bosses in a new dungeon, Ultra Fangs. New 3-boss dungeon on Heroic at the launch of the content update, and will join Mythic Plus once Season 2 begins week after launch. And then there is a raid. Arriving with the start of Season 2, players will face... Alright, this looks sick. Ulatek herself in the Venomous Abyss. Ancient powerful creature of hatred, corruption, venom, and honestly, she's kind of cute. She's been unleashed by Zul'Jan's actions. 8 new bosses, and you'll ultimately face her against Ulatek as the final boss. Gotcha. Ooh. 3 new delves, including a Nemesis delve. So there's Ring of Glory and Gnarldor Isle. And then the Nemesis delve is Venomfall Deeps. Also kind of cute. Having a snake patch. You'll step into the Ring of Glory Gnarldor Isle in the Venomfall Deep's Nemesis Delve for new rewards. Bountifuls. Yep. Okay. New snake and venom variants in existing Midnight Delves. That makes sense. Yeah. 1 week after the content update goes live, the new season will begin, bringing with it a new dungeon rotation for Mythic Plus, a new raid, new PvP, Prey, Bountiful Delves, keys, etc. Okay. So Prey will get updated in Season 2. That's good news. Stock new Prey, yeah, and explore new stories in the Argentina. So Season 2 will have some new affixes, targets, and new hunts on the Coiled Isle for Prey. PvP Season 2... they're introducing arenas versus bots for people that want to start playing and put off the inevitable getting yelled at by people. You know, learn where all the pillars are first and then get yelled at. Cooldown Manager's getting some additional updates. That's always good. Trinkets and potions. Making more updates to the ping system. Players can ping their action bar or the Cooldown Manager itself, providing your team with the status of your spells. Ooh, that's cool. So you could be in a dungeon and you could ping, like, your 2-minute cooldown. And if that shares the amount of, like, duration that is left on it, maybe that's an easy way to tell a tank, like, hey, I'm going to have cooldowns up in 20 seconds or whatever. If that's what that means. You can also ping your own unit frames to convey things like your health to the group. I foresee much low mana pinging. New configs for healers and raid frames, letting you configure which kind of healing buffs and what the priorities for them. Allow you to track what type of healing spells. That's good. You can, especially for druids, you can kind of fine-tune what you want to have showing on the bar. Make the most of housing with new blueprints and pets. Woo! Players who want to share their cool builds with others, you'll be able to export the entirety of your exterior and your interior. Or your interior, your exterior, or a single room alone as you like. Cute. Other players will be able to import your exports to use within their own homes. If you want to try something new, you can save what you have in place. Play around with additional layouts, reload if you change your mind. If you want to start with a clean slate, there's a reset option, places all your items back in storage, lets you start new. If you're hoping to import a blueprint but don't have everything in that blueprint already, the system will show you a list of what is in it, tell you what you have or are missing, and you can still import it even if some items are missing. That's neat. Yes. Welcome your pets home. Lets your pets roam free by adding a pet bed decor item, which lets you place your non-combat companion pet inside the house. Your pet will be able to wander through your home through some new navigation technology. Interesting. Okay. That's cute. I'm curious as to, like, what the limitations of that are. The pet bed's very cute. If I'm... Is it one bed per pet? Are we just gonna, like, shrink them to minimum size and stash a ton of them in a box or something? New endeavors, including Amani Trolls, Kobolds, Onaran Centaur, and Tortollan. Oh, you know Tortollan decor is gonna go hard. Continue the hunt for Xalatath with Erator, yada yada yada, and PTR. Alright. The housing stuff looks great for me. The ping updates look pretty cool. New prey is all fine. All the normal bits you'd want in a new season are there. It's gonna have a new zone. The new zone content itself, I'm a little on the fence about, but I will... You know, I'll know my true feelings after it's been out for like 4 weeks. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds a little annoying, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be fun and satisfying. Challenging group content. Challenging outdoor group content has never been my favorite thing for them to do. Those are always areas I end up avoiding, because in my mind, if I want to do challenging content, I want to do it in like a dungeon or a raid or something. Like, there's so many places to do challenging content where you can get people together and have at it, and I feel like world content is not my idea of what that is, but it is for somebody, so that's fine. And then The rare elite thing, that's fine. Cursed Fishing is intriguing. The world boss layers are... That's... So, it's cool, but, like, it's so weird. I want to know, I guess, more about the loot from them. And when they say mythic, with 15 to 25 players, do they mean, like, akin to mythic, like, raid bosses? Because the word mythic can mean different things in different contexts, and this is a brand new context that is, like, very... I don't know, unclear to me because it's so close to things that we already have. But I guess this is instead of world bosses. Evolution on them. Make it easier for players to take on these bosses by encountering them at specific locations. Choose a difficulty, use the summoning stone. Yeah. I'm not against it, I'm just confused. Dakota70, thank you for the 55-month resub. Appreciate it. Sure Hollow, also the 59-month resub. Holy smokes, big resubs coming in. Thanks, Hazel. Cheers. Step above Heroic World tier, probably. Yeah, it's hard to say. Ooh, I like Wolfcloud's theory. Wondering if the world boss thing is an attempt to separate them from the regular zone to reduce lag. That could very well be it. World bosses are notorious for ruining zone performance. That's the only reason I can come up with. It's just, it's especially because we're like right on the heels right now of Sporefall, which is a one boss instanced raid with Flex Mythic. I guess I want to know the differences between Sporefall and Layers. Was Sporefall like a prototype for Layers? Am I just thinking in the wrong direction and it's like a completely different category? I guess I don't know how good the loot is and how hard the bosses balance. World bosses typically are kind of below like even LFR. Yeah, if they're not instanced, are they not world bosses? They're layer bosses, I guess. Experience with the patch has been to log in for a grade, we one-shot, then going back to Guild Wars, too. Having fun in Guild Wars? Let's see. This boss has phenomenal hair. Well, that boss has phenomenal hair, too. Hang on. I lost it. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I'm intrigued. I think I'm most excited for the housing stuff. I'm intrigued by Cursed Fishing. A little confused about Layers. The challenging outdoor content. We'll see. I'm probably going to end up doing it because it's probably going to have stuff that I want. I'm not going to watch the video on stream right now, I don't think. I'll link this if anybody wants to. No, zero judgment. Anyone wants to tab over and like actually watch the Wowcast video about it. I want... Let's see. I was looking today through the achievements for the other content that we just got. And I was trying to figure out what do I want to work on this week while Negtal is up. So that I can, you know, to work on unlocking some of these mounts and stuff. Surprisingly, yes. Tried it 3 years ago, got bored, decided to revisit it amongst a lot of interesting discussions from the devs for Guild Wars 3 being developed. In that arc of my life at the moment. Oh, nice. Ulatech boss herself looks a bit low res, thought it was classic. It's early as well. Sad with Sporefall, tried for 2 hours to kill it with some friends who just killed him on Mythic. And like 5 wipes at 1%, but I had to leave. Tried 3 more hours when I got back, didn't come close. All the good groups required at least 1 kill already. Aww. You want to know something unexpected? I actually tried it on Mythic last night, too. I didn't plan to. It was not on my agenda. But after we did it on Heroic, one of our guildies was saying that one of his other guilds, because he's a well-connected guy, needed some more people for Mythic and was working on that. And would any of us want to tag along? And I couldn't really decide. And then I tagged along by sheer value of not logging off. But it was fun. We didn't kill it. We got it to about 50%. We worked on it for like an hour or two. It's a... yeah, it was fun. It felt doable, although we didn't do it. Obviously, the healing check is pretty tight. Are you guys the side guild? I don't even know who I feel like it's best for our friendship if we never ask who the main guild and who the side guild is. That guy's got guilds on guilds on guilds. He's too popular. Looks like this week's Saturday video won't be lacking for news. Yeah, a lot of stuff to cover. All right, I want to go to Nagtal. I want to work on a couple of these achievements. Climate Strange is apparently, and I'm going to look this up again to see if there's any more information. I guess it's just spamming that one specific named bonus objective, which is so weird. I would never know that if it weren't for you guys and also the Wowhead comment. Nothing in the game that I have noticed led me to believe that that's what you needed to do for the storms. It's specifically subdue. I guess it's called Subdue the Spore Storm. That's the name of the bonus objective. Crazy. Anyway. We can try and do that at least one more time. As many as we can find it up, really. And then there's an achievement for doing 8 different world quests. It looks like I've done 4. Here's an achievement for 6 different rares. I've done 2. So I think I just need to go head out there. There's an argument to be made for me using my warrior? I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I think this character does have a little bit more item level. My warrior does better AoE, but I'm not exactly pulling things in big AoE. You know what? It's occurred to me. Maybe we port over here by the ritual sites. I can't remember how to get back there. Oh, hey, you have a quest for me? What do you want? Hello. Oh, you want me to avoid assaults? That's cute. I followed the quest line to get out there last time. And have completely and entirely forgotten how to get back. What relics have you found? I did buy the Dark Obelisk. How do you feel about 1207? I'm finding my feet. I'm finding my footing. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet, actually? Here, let's take a little detour. I haven't put outdoor lights in my house. This is the whole point of this patch. You got a toy that brings you there. Does that work when you're not in the zone? That's cool. Some games allow joining many guilds. You need to go to the void. Okay. I have budget. We have lights. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I dropped it. Kind of goes. What else do I have? Maybe it looks better at nighttime. It looks fine. It looks nice. We have lovely Ardenweald lampposts. We have little lanterns. We have little bottle lamps. Too close to place a light to what? Is it just to the edge? No, it's not to the edge. What do I have? I haven't placed any lights out here. Oh, I wonder if this thing, if the hot tub counts as a light. I can't place lights on my hot tub. I can place lights. Well, it's funny, I'm allowed to place this one, but like not as close as all that. I could put some back here by the trellis. Interesting, I didn't even figure that. I don't think this looks very good. What about the Borellus bottle lights? We've got lots of Borellus string lights. Although they continue to be kind of disappointing. And then I feel like the goblin ones were actually like usable previously. Man, I haven't decorated outside in ages. I mean, sure. Done. What a concept. How are we all doing? Hello, Spelunga. I'm doing pretty good. Is it harder than RL outdoor gardening and decorating? Man, my RL outdoor gardening is a battle of it's the feeling of being slowly washed away by a landslide and just trying to hang onto a rock. I'm just trying to keep the really nice stuff watered enough that it doesn't die. I gave up on weeding. I've set aside all of my grand plans for the moment. I'm just learning this year. I'm just watching things and learning, I think. I identified the spider that I found yesterday. It's a flower crab spider. It was sitting, maybe I have a photo. Here, I will warn you before I pull the photo up if I do, because I know some people are not into spiders. Okay. Warning, arachnophobia warning. Just tab out for like, until I tell you. 3, 2, 1, dun. This is the spider. I checked on it again this morning. It sits in my roses. It blends right in. And this is the second bee that I've seen it catch. It'll catch a bee in the morning. It'll hang on to it all day, presumably just drinking it. And then it'll chuck it out on the ground. And then it'll lurk back like behind a petal, like right here. And it'll wait for another one. This morning it had dropped its bee and it was like trying to catch another one. It looked like a third of this size like 2 days ago. Those bees must be good eating. Supposedly they're, like, I know they're eating bees right now, but, like, they can also eat, like, mites and other things that are bad for your plants. I don't think I ever saw one like that before. It's cool. You didn't identify the mysterious poop. No, and I'm probably not going to. It was probably a raccoon. Can't wait to put fairy lights up in my garden, in-game and out. Alright. The spider photo is gone. It is off the screen. You are now safe to return if spider photos are not what you wanted this morning. Pretty neat, actually. Isn't that cool? It can change its color. The female crab spiders can change their color a little bit to blend into the particular flower that they're blending into. The males apparently can't. Sucks to suck, I guess. I don't know. What else do I want to put out here light-wise? I put a little fungal pagoda over here. I guess there's probably little fungal lights that might be nice in this area. I'm gonna get out to doing new content soon, but like, you know, that's kind of cool. I don't mind that. What else? What would be nice around my chicken area? I mean, there's just like lampposts and stuff. There's candelabras. I've got no end of string lights, although they don't even really glow. There we go. I don't know if I like it or not, but we're doing it. I feel like it all adds a little bit of dimension. A little bit of life to the landscape. I love slurping bee juice in the morning. What timing I have to run for my next meeting? For real? Bye. Happily announcing you got the vibrant petal wing today. Congratulations. Oh, nice. Good get. How many rare mounts are you at now? 4 out of 8. Oh. You know what that means. You're halfway there. Okay. I'm gonna just try and use this thing. No. It's not gonna let me use the teleport toy from my house. That's not gonna happen. That would have been nice, though. That would have been super cool. I guess I can use this to go back to where I was, and then I guess I'll try it again. Is there a normal way to get back out there? Yes. Okay, what is it? What is the normal way? I kind of figured there'd be a portal here because this is sort of what I remembered getting there. There's a teleport pad behind the accolade vendors. Okay, so I am close. Oh, I was so close. Okay. Oh. I could have stood for this to have had some like giant mushrooms or something on it. I do need to be on heroic so that I can continue working on the heroic achievements, which are needed to unlock different things in the vendor. So that's why I'm on heroic. I was struggling yesterday because I couldn't quite pin down why I was on heroic aside from the ever present because I can, but I think now I've kind of nailed it down. Let's use a little flask and we'll use a little hearty food too, because it is spicy out here and we're probably gonna die. The portal you originally took in the void zone. That's funny. I don't remember that at all. I believe you. It's just been wiped from my memory. Okay, we got a little food. We got a little flask. I'll use a little weapon oil. I gave up on keeping and using separate gear for Holy and Shadow Priest. I'm just wearing the same stuff. It's fine. You guys got mail around here, or do I have to summon my own mail? What are your professions? Enchanting and alchemy. I like alchemy for... I have made some gold with it in the past, but I mostly just like having extra flask duration. Enchanting's great to be able to disenchant stuff, and also I have made a couple of enchants. Alright, so we're looking for Spore Storm. And if we don't find it... Oh no, there it is. Alright, let's go see if we can do that. Can I, like, bing bong, bang my way over there? Let me see. Boing. Boing. I've set a waypoint. Boing. I'm gonna try and mushroom hop. I'm not good at that. Oh dear. What do you mean I can just jump over it? Skill-based fast travel is evidently not for me. Should I just run there? Let's just run. It's fine. Hello, Hazel and chat. I hope you're having a good day. Hi, Steve. Right back at you. I felt like I was so close to glory. I was onto something. I was nearly there. I am going to prioritize the storm because I want to keep working on that Climate Strange achievement. I, so far, really hate how short the world quest duration is out here. I find it stressful, and for what? Why must they rotate so fast? I don't like it. It's not for me. There's like less stuff out here this time that I've noticed. Maybe the roads are safer. I feel like last time there was just mobs everywhere. I'm not disconnecting, am I? If you leave the zone via the Lightforge pad, if it asks if you want to go to Silvermoon or Voidstorm. Oh. I see. Okay, so we're in the right area. We just need to kill 10 of these. Boss was good last night. I didn't win the toy or the Hearthstone. Somebody else dropped. There's some kind of a toy that makes a teleport, or not a teleport, a transformation console that turns anyone who clicks onto it, turns anyone who clicks on it into a Fungarian. And that was fun. It's kind of like the Pangolin transformation where it works in combat and it persists through death. So I was raiding as a Fungarian for a while last night. I like Rotmire. I appreciate that you don't need like a degree to figure it out. It's pretty straightforward. I made a video, but I wouldn't judge anybody for not needing it. There's not a whole lot going on there. Good morning. Good morning, Polly. How you doing? Happy Thursday. Losing track of my days of the week over here. This one, bizarrely enough, doesn't look like it has a duration. It must. I wonder if you can do more than one of these a day if they just keep rotating up, or if I have to come back on 5 separate days. The raid videos always save me and every pug in there. Someone praises Hazel raid guides. Aw. Doing alright yourself? I'm doing not too bad. I'm doing not too bad. I'm not getting as much sleep as I should, but it's my fault because I've been reading my book, and sometimes if the book's good, you don't put it down. I'm just waiting to get sleepy, but then you're like, wait, what happens next? I forget. Any info about the Zul'Jon quest line? Cannot find it in game. Not for me. I was trying to remember if that was... Because I know there's Troll Quest coming in 12.1 that were announced this morning, but I do know they did add something in 12.07. Does it start in Zolamon? July? It comes out in July. Isn't available until the 7th of July. Well, I'm glad you guys knew, because I had no chance of knowing that. I'd ask where they announced it, but it doesn't even matter at this point. I'm never gonna keep up. I'm gonna find 4 more mushrooms. Oh, the good news, you didn't miss it. Now, I don't need to worry about knocking off the top, because that's just gonna happen over 4 weeks. We'll see if I still need myth bracers by then. The rares I now understand spawn infrequently enough that if I see my rare scanner alert me that a rare is up, I'm gonna drop what I'm doing. Even if it's a world quest with like 30 seconds left, I'm gonna drop what I'm doing. I'm gonna go to the rare because I want to get the different ones for the achievement, and they don't spawn like constantly. They're, you know, you see 1 or 2 every now and then, but it's not as easy as it could have been. Which is a-okay. Just gotta prioritize that. So I guess after I finish this, world quests are probably my next thing. Like trying to figure out which world quests that I can go to, safely do, that are unique on my list that I haven't done already. Because you need to do different world quests for this. You need to do 8 different ones. And that lets you buy a pet on the vendor. I do appreciate the organization of the rewards from this zone. It's kind of nice that all of the mounts and pets are kind of on the vendor, and it tells you which achievement they're locked behind, so it's pretty clear what you need to do. I like that. On my lunch, eating my Subway. Hi! Happy Subway time. We just finished reading through Blizzard announced 12.1 this morning, so I read through that announcement post. And now I'm out on Nagtel, enjoying some coffee, working on some achieves this morning. 20 to 30 minutes, you know. Interesting, noticed 2 spawn at once yesterday rather than 1. First look of 12.1 seems interesting, very snake-themed. The snake faces are kind of cute. I was noticing on all the boss screenshots, everything that has a snake face is kind of a Disney snake face. They're all kind of adorable. Am I just having a snake arrow, or like, are those cute? Alright. I got some field accolades, I got some Marl. We're 2 of 5 for the Boar Storm thing. I don't know if more will spawn today or not. I don't really know what the rules are there. I guess we'll keep an eye on it. Weaken their forces. Have I done that one yet? Yes. Alright, well we can skip that. Never mind. I like Void Accolades, or Field Accolades, but we're going to get them no matter what. Marsh Mana Spores. I don't think I've done that one yet. Let's go try that. Saw a bird today. Not sure if you heard. But I watched it. Excellent. Bird watching. I didn't hear. Was it the word? I saw a spider this morning. I asked for light mayo on my sandwich, and I'm pretty sure they gave me extra. Sometimes Subway goes so hard with the sauce that it's comical and a little difficult to eat. I went through a phase of getting, if I was going to get Subway and I was going to just have it at home anyway, I would bring it home. I would get it without sauce, and I would bring it home, and I would put like ranch on it in my own kitchen so that I could do it. Because I had been betrayed a few too many times by like an extremely muscular bottle squeeze. Morning. Good morning, Alenia. Silver Kitty with the 37-month resub. Appreciate it very much. Hope you're doing good out there. Nothing will ever beat the random Walmart Subway, though, that was like super empty, deserted, and the lady was just a little off-key. It was very entertaining. But I remember asking for ranch on the sandwich, and she is kind of looking around, and then she pulls out a bottle and she squirts some onto, I forget if it was what she actually put it onto. It might have been like a spoon or something. It can't possibly have been her finger. That would have been too crazy. And she gives it to me, and she's like, "Here, taste this. Is this ranch?" And it was like a huge glob of dressing. And I'm a fairly obedient person. So I tasted it. And it was. And I'll never forget that as long as I live, because it was just so shocking and funny. I'd never in my life had that happen at any restaurant before. Actually, I've never heard or seen of it. And normally they're like, in Subways, they're like labeled. It was just so bizarre. Flabby was there at the time. I have a witness. That's like 500 calories to my sandwich, right? I always found Burger King to be heavy-handed on mayo. I imagine the Subway oversqueezes from all the I asked for extra sauce complaints. Yeah, maybe they figure people prefer like a wet sandwich to a dry one. Alright, I'm jumping on mushrooms, and we are gathering spores. Oh no, hang on. Well, there's a rare up, but I've done that rare before. I feel like I still ought to do it. Even though I've already killed that rare, it's not going to be good for my achievement. I feel like I should still do it just because they give quite a few accolades and stuff. I worked at Subway as a teenager, was the best sandwich artist. Briefly worked at a Walmart one. We made pretzels and cotton candy as a la cartes. Cotton candy? That's wild. Mayo is a condiment I greatly prefer in a small quantity. Hurts stomach with too much. Yeah, I feel that. Alright. Sincerely, I hope that I never hear the phrase wet sandwich again as long as I live. In the past few weeks, I ordered too many tuna sandwiches from Subway thanks to your tuna cat. He's doing his part for tuna stocks worldwide. Favorite place I worked at was Canada's Wonder Lab. I like a tuna sandwich, but I'm not brave enough to order one from anywhere that's not like a bistro. I make them at home because I have trust issues. Is Canada's Wonderland, assuming that's a typo, is that like a theme park? Haven't seen a Subway Walmart. All the Walmarts here were McDonald's. Haven't been in Walmart since around COVID. Yeah, this one was in the States. They might have Subway Walmarts in Canada, but this one was in the US. It is. Why are all these people coming here to kill this rare? North of Toronto. Gotcha. Oh no, it reset! I was just thinking, look at how far you can go without tethering. That's nice. Good for him. Nope, he was resetting. Here we go. Maybe they've changed since I worked there, but the tuna at Subway was always mixed with mayo in the mornings, but there was never a set measurement, so you can get dry or wet tuna depending on who made it. Oh. Tuna roulette. Have you ever had a restaurant where you like the food, but only if a certain person is working? We have like a Mexican place, the burrito place, and it's either really good or difficult to eat, and it completely depends on who's behind the counter. And we were joking about calling in, because it's like on our way back from somewhere, and we were joking about calling in on our way back to just see who answers the phone to find out whether or not it's worth stopping in to get food. That's me with the cafe at work. It's like, how do we social engineer them out of their schedule so we can find out when the good person's working? I had multiple pizza places where the quality varied greatly depending on who was making them. Yeah. There's no accounting for talent. Greetings and good afternoon. Greetings, Poison Toady. Like that with my coffee stand, depending on which barista at the window is, I'll order an Americana. Or just a Red Bull if I don't like how they pull their shots. There we go. Oof. I feel like this is a world boss. We've been fighting this for a while. Have you guys seen the spore storms up more than once in a day? Can I do this achievement like today if I just hang out long enough? Or I don't know what the respawn time on that is. Or if it's daily. I don't think well, maybe I saw a second one up yesterday. I forget. Did it twice back to back, did 2 on Tuesday. Okay. Alright, that's good to know. 60 field accolades. Don't mind if I do. I have lots, but I'm gonna need lots if I'm gonna get a... I'm gonna need lots of field accolades if I'm gonna get all the cosmetics. I'm gonna need so much Marl! I wish that the rares dropped Marl out here. It's weird that they don't. Okay, Marsh Mantispores. We're back in the right area. The quests give Marl, and the world quests give lots, and I appreciate that. But, like, you need 500 for each individual piece of transmog, it feels like. Maybe 300 if it's not a weapon. Oh, don't want to be in the way of that. That guy is booking it. I wonder if they... Oh, I was just going to say, I wonder if they reduce the aggro radius on these roaming skull guys. Because they... Yesterday I felt like we're aggroing from like 1,000 yards. Full kilometer away, but that one ran past me, although it did not run past everybody. I wouldn't mind if they toned that down a bit, because they're kind of annoying to be fighting constantly when you didn't even see them coming. Okay. So you can cancel your spore buoy and gain spore dive. I need to gather some spores though. Well, that's not better. Have I irritated the spore bat? Who's mad at me? Is it them? It might be them. Every time there's a new patch with new world quests, I have to spend like a whole day figuring out how they work. Worked Burger King night shift. All night long, we'd race to keep drive-through times, and then bars closed, and everybody wanted apple pies and other long taking items. Yeah. Is this new patch content? It is, yeah. This just came out this week. This is a heroic version of outdoor world content, so there's world quests and rares and events. But I'm on the harder version of it, so stuff, even though I'm 285, stuff kind of slaps. I think I'm supposed to stay in this. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'm not. It hurts. Ow! I'm dispersing. I don't know how to counterplay that. It's a good job that I've restocked up on, Is this a spore? Well, it's a buff anyway. It's a good job that I stocked up on health potions. Health and mana bar in the center. Is that a new UI option? So another one? Yeah, it's a new UI option. Honestly, I think I'm going to turn it off. It's just like an updated version of the personal resource display. Here, I'm going to turn it off because it's getting in my way. I was using it on my warrior to keep track of my rage. I was playing a little bit of Fury Warrior well, recently anyway. I was thinking about setting it up to play next patch. Oh, maybe this is what I need. This is what I need. Haha, we found it. These look like lava lamps. I would put that at my house. The uncontrollable and irrational millennial desire to have lava lamps. Despite the fact that they get, like, really hot. And probably use more power than you would want them to. On account of them getting really hot. On account of the lava. Alright, so I guess I want to head that way. I had, like, 3 at once in my room as a kid. There was, like, a room that I would stay at when I visited a relative that had... It was very Spencer's out. It had, like, the lava lamp. It had, like, a fiber optic lamp. It was cool. Let's get off this. I'm not obsessed with the mushroom bouncy thing. We'll see how we get around in the other zone next week. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of slipping and sliding, and it's going to be icy. Just because it's, like, a snow world. Bling. Alright, made it up. These are field accolades I need. New ones use LEDs, small, low power heater, still warm, not much warmer than a mug of tea. Oh. I didn't know that lava lamp technology had evolved. That's cool. Maybe I'll get one day. Stick it in my background. Although, even without a whole lot of heat, maybe not a good idea with cats. I had like a little plant. And it was on a little windowsill in the room where the cats have been. And it's a cat-safe plant, but also the windowsill was, like, not near anything that would lead them to jump on it, and they're still kittens. And I foolishly thought that it was safe. And for a week or two, it was. And yesterday, when we went into their room to bring them their dinner, what should I find but carnage? Chaos! A lot of dirt on the floor. I couldn't believe they could jump up that high. I guess when you're bored and you're a cat, you have nothing better to do than to figure out how to get up there. I'm gonna make sure I don't leave that window open. The screen isn't particularly secure. I don't want to lose the cats out the window. They're gonna prison break. So I don't want to do this one. I don't want to do that one. This one's about to end. I'd love to do more rare. Well, I guess I could do this one just while I'm waiting for the field accolades. What I want is I want more rares, more spore storms, or a world quest that I haven't done yet that's not 6 minutes from expiring. This one would be great if I could do it in 6 minutes, which sounds like a bit of a tall order. Same with blacklights, fine for Dorm, but once you pay for the electricity or burn yourself, gets old. Do blacklights get hot? We have a little blacklight flashlight that we've been using to check the cats for the activity of their ringworm lesions. Super cool. Nice to have one where the light changes color. Oh, do you guys, can you see? Oh, hang on, there's a rare coming out. I was just gonna ask if you can see, there he is. Puppy. There we go. Sleepy puppy. Iced coffee, you're just really careful. It's not iced coffee. Oh, I see. The straw doesn't get that hot. It would have to be really hot to actually heat up the straw to the point that it's painful. The straw gets a bit warm. It took me a moment to figure out what you meant. Alright, let's go. Let's get to the Void Warped Spore Battle. The horn blares. You must answer the call. The Riders of Rohan request your aid. White bulbs got super hot anyway, but the black light converts all but the UV to heat. The beacons are lit. That's right. Gondor calls for aid, not the Riders of Rohan. They're fine. They're like on horses. Oh no, I missed it. I missed it. Did I have that one anyway? That one didn't count, evidently. I guess it wasn't like an elite rare. I guess it's only the ones... Oh, it's only these ones with a little achievement marker that are actually part of the achievement. So there's 1, 2, 3 rares that are just like for kicks, I guess. Oh well. I guess it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4 rares. Alright. Well, what do I want to do? I guess new world quests are going to spawn shortly. Maybe, pardon me, after this one ends in 3 minutes. Oh, no. Thoughts don't go in straight lines. Burn myself on hot drinks, confused at having them through a straw. No, you're good. You're good. Has not been an issue. I started using metal straws with like coffee and tea at home years ago because my dentist advised me to, because it helps get the drink past your teeth a bit. At least that's what they said. Although it's only good for your teeth if you're good at putting the straw in your mouth. If you start jamming the straw into your teeth, that's not going to be so good for your teeth. And now it's just kind of a habit, I guess. It does help prevent the problem where I used to try to pour or tip a drink into my mouth and I would be like distracted and I would just pour it on my face. You'd think that I would have grown out of that at some point between toddlerhood and now, but every now and then we just kind of lose track. I guess I can try and do whatever this thing is. I don't know if it's fun or good, but we can try it. There's a wall there. I guess I can't go that way. Unless there's like a mushroom I need to be bouncing up on. Ah, you had a drinking problem. Poor coordination. Teeth not stained, it just chipped, right? This is scary up here. I don't know if I want to run up there. This is spooky. I'm sticking to roads. I guess that is a road. It's just a road with a bunch of scary stuff on it. There's treasures. That's another thing I suppose I could do to get my progress on the More Disruption quest. I don't hate this content. I feel like it's not going to take super long. It seems like with some attention, you could probably finish the achievements for a given zone within a week. And then the other zone the next week. So I feel like in 2 weeks, assuming that I'm pretty on top of it, I'm not going to need anything further from these areas. Which I think for me is probably the right amount of needing to do this. Feels very bland to me. I wonder... I was gonna... No. Leave that one in the drafts. It does feel like the outdoor content of this patch feels a little undercooked to me. It feels a little just like not fully realized, unfinished. Things like the world boss group not differentiating between heroic and normal tier, and having no way in the auto group finder thing to specify, so you end up with 2 groups phased from each other in the same group. Gnarly. This guy is just bullying me, and I suppose here I shall die. I can't loot this treasure. I mean, I guess I got him down to half health. Maybe there's hope. Oh no, that's not far enough. I don't have enough interrupts as a... Also, especially when you use them poorly. I just wanted to loot the treasure. If you touch the metal straw, do you know how hot the liquid is? Not really, no. I guess I just don't make things that are hot enough to burn myself. Or like you can sip, I guess, a little bit in a straw and get like an idea of it. If anything, I probably burn myself a little bit less because the straw is conducting heat away from the liquid as it exits the cup and makes its way to me. I think it probably makes things a little bit less hot by the time they get to me. Agnaraz, thank you for the 23-month resub. Appreciate it. Friends. Oh, enchanting knowledge. Imagine that. Oh man, I've given up on on gold making from professions. I'm sure I could have done some, I just didn't have the bandwidth for it. Man, 23 months, nearly 2 years. Oh. Mushroom. Okay, so a world quest just spawned, and it's one that it's funny, it's the first one I tried to do when I entered this zone. I turned out to be pretty bad at it. I need to do this. This guy has a name, which makes him immediately terrifying. For my achievement. It's a different, unique thing for my achievement. Metal straws of silicone tips insulate, keep the hard bits from chipping teeth. That's a clever idea. Be like an extra thing to clean, but it would definitely help with the tooth thing. I'm trying to decide how I feel about like these roaming named elites. They're kind of cool. They have a little personality, you know. You'll probably come to fear some of them more than others, but they do kind of just win a lot of the time. All right. One thing that I didn't figure out last time was how to actually throw batteries at volatile mushrooms. Oh, I didn't get far enough, I think. So here's a battery. There's a mushroom. Oh, I see. And that actually counts to kill some of the cultivators too. I guess I was doing this the hard way. I do find myself using every scrap of You're stuck. Every scrap of self-healing and utility I've got available to me, that's for sure. Like, I've already used my health potion and my desperate prayer and my vampiric embrace. I also probably could stand to stack up a few of the buffs that these guys drop when you kill the mobs with the affixes on them. That might not be a bad place to start. So that gives me 5% health. Oh, there's a rare. There's a rare. Oh, I've aggroed some stuff though. It's scary out here. I wonder if my warrior would do better with like spell reflect and more interrupts. Possible. Okay, so you're gonna die. You're gonna give me a buff. You're gonna give me a buff. You're gonna stop bullying me. I'm probably not gonna get to the rare. I also feel like I've done that one before, that Warbringer guy. He's not part of the achievement, I don't think, anyway. I think we can probably just let him slide. He is not part of the achievement. We will leave him alone. We need to throw 4 more batteries at mushrooms. I don't know what are the differences of finding... Oh, maybe I just had a timer up. Okay. I was like, why can't I throw any of these batteries? I got them. Oh, I wonder if you can't do it in combat. Fighting a mob in the crypt, the thing turned into the nasty named mob. That fight was ugly. Here we go. I'm gonna do this one. I only really have to do it once. The world quest, that is. For the achievement. Three more of these. That's good. That way I don't have to fight them. Oh, I used an ability. Oh, you can't even use like a sprint. You have to just walk them. Run. I probably should get in the habit of keeping an eye on my mini-map for those little skull guys. I don't. I've just been trusting. Everything will be fine. And until it's not. Nearly finished this. Note to self, don't use an ability. Got it. Okay.
At least you pulled that off.
So that gives you 60 Marl. 30 accolades. How many do I have? 1125. Lots of accolades. Marl is more of my sticking point when it comes to getting Mog. Marl and the willingness to spend it. Oh, there's a new Spore Storm up. Alright, let's go. Let's see if we can make it. I wonder what my fastest way to get over there is. If I can get up onto the mushrooms or if I'm just better off running on my mount. I'm pretty bad at the mushrooms. I think it may not be in my best interest to try. Might be better off just stick to the road. How's New Zone so far? Hi, Scoots. It's alright. It's a little fun on Heroic. There's definite actual risk. There are things that can and do go wrong, which I think adds a little bit of weight to the whole thing. Working through the achievements. Working through the achievements right now. The fast travel is a little... It's okay. The world boss was sketchy. I don't think this is gonna be that memorable in the grand scheme of things, but it's fine for a 0.7 patch. Didn't even know there was a new zone. How'd you get there? There is a quest line that unlocks access to it. It's you have to teleport to it and choose if you want to do the new zone in normal or heroic difficulty. There's like a hard mode you can do, which is where I'm at right now. The quest line, I think it was auto given to me when I logged in. It's got a purple triangle and it's kind of near the Void Ritual vendors, I believe. Alright, Spore Storm. This is going to be number 3. Happy with this. I would love to get that achievement finished today so I can just ignore these. Four more rares I need to do, and I just need to do 2, 4, 6, just 2 more unique world quests. I could probably get this one done, this showdown success. The world quest spawns so fast. Oh no, not you. No! This guy hates me. Well, I guess if I'm sheeped, I'm actually fairly safe. They do give a few field accolades when you kill them. And then you get a little buff. I got 5 haste. Haste for 5 minutes. Alright, we're after mushrooms. I see one there. Although it's about to die. I'm not the only one trying to grind this achievement out this week. I'd mainly like to have the mounts and pets from the vendor. I think I'll survive if I don't get all the transmog. There's plenty of patch zones where I never finish getting all the mog. Siren Isle comes to mind. 1 storm to go, done with that achievement. Nice. Can just kind of pick and choose all the good stuff. I was hoping that I would get dark particles out here. I haven't seen any of them. I guess I'm just gonna get those from ritual sites, huh? There's, as far as I can tell, 0 dark particles dropping. I got nothing. I had saved up some of them, but like for those cosmetic bags. Real patience play beyond the rares is waiting for the right world quest to drop. Oh yeah? Does that take longer? I only need 2 more world quests unless there's like a further achievement for doing all of them. I've been having bad luck with the rares. I keep seeing the same ones. Need to finish 15 in either zones up to 11. Okay. Well, that seems like that's just limited by it just being the first week then. Like, you'll get that no problem next week if you don't finish it somehow. And we need to do the other zone next week for, like, a lot of the achievements anyways, so... yeah. I wonder which of the 2 zones is going to prove to be more popular. I feel like if Val is, like, icy and it's blowing you around and there's bad traction, I feel like I'm not going to like that. I like being able to walk in a straight line. What did you guys think about the 12-1 announcement? What are people's first impressions? Hey, like in the new zone? It's not bad. It's alright. It's a little undercooked, but the core... being able to do it on hard mode's kind of fun. I like heroic tier. I'm feeling better about it now that I've figured out that I want to do it for achievements for collectibles and stuff. It's very green. Unless there's a transit system like the Shrooms, Nagtal will be better. Achievement for Rare's Warbound? It looks like it, doesn't it? The World Quest and the Rare achievements are Warbound. You could park various alts if you wanted to at the spawn points. I don't know that that would be wildly efficient. Wouldn't be bad. Because you can see when something spawned. You get a notification from decently far away. I've found. So I don't need that one. I bet you new world quests are going to be spawning in a minute here. Let's port back to base camp and turn in our quest. I'm 3 of 5 for storms. Found quite by accident. You can use your grapple to get on those skiffs that travel around. Ooh, that's cool. I haven't tried that yet. That would be helpful.
The Rendurai
What do we get?
survive.
450 marl, some gold, accolades, crests, etc., etc. I don't think we have a date for 12/1. I'm guessing late summer.
I offer rare goods from distant realms.
Maybe September. Would make sense. Ish. You know, give or take. Wait, I don't want to disenchant that. That's a blue. Those aren't worth anything.
I hope you find your purchase to be
Alright, how are we doing on cosmetics? What do we want that we simply must have? Also, there was an achievement. I wasn't sure if I'm missing something for this or if I hid something. I don't think I'm holding on to it. I should have done the postal writer quest while I was out there. There's an achievement for doing a whole quest line out here, or for doing specific quests. It was called something Into the Stars. Swampy Welcome. No, that's the intro quest lines. That's not it. A Halhadar walks into a swamp. Complete the following quest lines. I've done Maniforge Reconnaissance. I have not done Pilfered Technology or Cryptic Mystery. Let me wowhead this. A Halhadar walks into a swamp. Are they all available or some of them time gated? No new quests in day 2. Okay, must be time gated. Gotcha. Alright, that works. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss it. Season 2 is going to start with 12.1. Or like a week following it. Trying to stay on top of what I suspect will be in the expansion meta, but my goodness, it's a project. Yeah, it feels so good though when they finally unlock the expansion meta and everybody's panicking and you're looking at your own expansion achievements being like, yep, I finished that, this one's done, that one's done, and like people are freaking out about achievements that you did months ago. Like, that's the best feeling. Okay. I want Fish Stick Keith, but we can't get him until next week. Aw, man, I wish that they would do the thing where they hide something from the vendor when you know it, but they're not going to do that, I guess. I could start working on a transmog set. Let's check out. So the plate set. I probably want to get either plate or cloth. Oh, no, not mail. So that's plate. Yeah. This is cloth. Yeah. Here, let's get the cloth shoulders. Those are pretty cool. Response team spires. Yeah. Get the best pieces first, you know. I think they won't let us get all the achievements till week 4. Yeah. Did all the Azeroth Echo Vision stuff in the War Within, and none of it was in it. I was so peeved. Oh no. You know, I didn't clock that until you just mentioned it. You're right. None of that was in the meta. Oh man, I got away with murder. I never did that. I was kind of sort of thinking about it, and then I was like, well, I don't know. Let's wait and see. And then they didn't put it in. That's funny. Let's get the cloak. Some boots and some gloves. See if I can maybe finish. Oh, my I think my browser just crashed. Hang on. I'm still streaming, it looks like, I think. Yeah. I just I lost chat. My Chrome died. Let me pull that back up the old-fashioned way. Don't mind me. Whoopsies. I feel like the game's really quiet out here. Is there good music in this zone? Crank it up a little bit. Well, there's creepy croaking sounds. That's something. Vendors hiding known items. If you start a petition, I'll sign. The crazy thing is some vendors do that. Or at least, like, change the color on the vendor, like, you know, tint it or something.
I hope you find your purchase to be satisfying.
Sometimes they do that, and it's nice. And sometimes they don't. In this case, I suppose they don't. Collected but not from this item. That one's collected. There's the cloth belt. And the cloth bracers. I'd just like to finish the cloth set. So sure Echoes would be in there, but no. Yeah, I guess there's really no way to predict it, huh? Oh, who's up? Who's up? It's Spore Bat. I don't think I need that one. It's the one I missed last time. I mean, we can go do it, but I'm pretty sure I A, have done that already, and B, I don't think it's part of it. Is it just me or is this not that fast? Is there anything I can grapple to? No? Okay. We'll just run. We'll just mount and run. That's Mr. Spore Bat to you. Watch me miss him again. Oh, there he is. Raider, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Thank you for picking me for your Prime. Week they didn't even put in special treasures for weapons. I guess what I want to know is, are there other ways to get the appearances that are on that vendor that I was just buying? Do they also drop from stuff and that's just a backup? Or is it like you must spend all this marl and all these accolades to get these sets kind of thing? If they could drop from things. What we get are so random. Yeah. I wouldn't mind saving some gold or some marl by getting drops. So I feel like I want to turn game sound down a little bit. Not off, but down. Well, it's good for 60 accolades anyway. Let's turn the effects down. Music up. Oh dear. Oh no. Okay, well at least it's not like an elite way. After this we can take a look and see if any new world quests that we need spawned. Or another version of Spore Storm. I only need to do 2 more Spore Storms and then I can ignore those forever. Not a lot up right now. Power Overload. Oh, I did that one though, didn't I? 8 different world quests. I did do Power Overload. I don't need that one. I just need 8. 2, 4, 6. I did need 2 more different ones that I haven't done yet. I feel like they must spawn any minute. Although I don't know that for sure. Chili410, thank you very much for the 8-month resub. Appreciate it. Yeah, we looked through the patch 12.1 stuff at the top of the stream. What do you guys think? I was a little confused by layers. At least in the article. Maybe it makes more sense in the video. I'll watch that sometime too. But like the article was like kind of making it sound like it's a world boss in an instance with a summoning stone and different difficulties. And like I'm thinking, so it's a boss. Like what do you mean? What's the difference? What makes that different than Rotmire and Sporefall? Lyris caught my attention the most. Excited for more fishing. Yeah, cursed fishing sounds cool. Gonna drop nothing but Warbound gear. The fact that it has different difficulties that you can opt in on makes it different from world bosses. World bosses have historically just had the one difficulty. I guess 2 if you count like Heroic World Tier. Oh, buddy. I have a puppy in here with me. He's cute. Okay. This, I think, is a rare that I need for my achievements. That's exciting. Is this how we find out that you pronounce layers and layers the same? Am I saying layer weird? How do you guys say it? Layer and layer. What do you mean? Need to see who wins the tier set project runway for 12.1. Let me see. Topo Hio? Hio? I'm not quite sure how to say it. Thank you very much for your Prime sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you for picking me for your Prime. Oh, you know what? I didn't see... You guys were talking about the new Mythic Plus dungeons for next season and the ones that were returning. Oh, I got a cloak. Don't mind if I do. I didn't see those. People are saying King's Rest, Topo Gijo. Topo Gijo. One of those. Bingo. Aussie realizing we're the weird ones. We pronounce layer. Layer. Oh, Nor. Ruby is back. Murder Row, Midnight. Yeah, the Midnight ones. Murder Row, Blinding Veil. Hang on, I turned my sound way up too much. I'm partying too hard over here. Void Scar Arena, Altar, Fang. So we get Ruby Life Pools, Temple of Sithralis, and King's Rest, and then the new ones. Oh. Ruin My Life Pools is back. Haven't we already had Temple of Sithralis again? I'm not ready for more Temple of Sithralis. I'm not prepared. 1, 2, 3 of 6 now. Southern US trying to say pen and pin at the same time. Layer and layer. I'm trying to imagine how an Australian accent now says layer. I'm trying to picture... I was trying to imagine like an Australian in media whose accent I could mimic, and the only one I can come up with is the turtle from Finding Nemo. Lair. I got nothing. Leia. Yes, I am a turtle. Finding Nemo is the most culturally accurate source of information about Australia, right? Like, that's where I should be getting all of my information. It's been a while since I've watched that movie. I think it still stands up. Alright. When I didn't need any of them, it felt like the world quest responded constantly, and now that I'm waiting for new ones, they just like won't give. Could be said as 1 or 2 syllables. Layer or layer. I'm like, without having something to hear, I am losing it. Like, I cannot phonetically make anything different because it's all coming out in my own accent. Unironically, clownfish are everywhere in our reefs. The animation is so good in that movie, especially given like when it came out. Crazy. Sounds like Leia, but add an R. Leia-er. I think I am distressed. Someone should invent an alphabet for representing speech sounds. I mean, there is. I'm not good at reading it, and most people kind of wing it when they're reading it. Sorry to have made this a thing. No, I'm having fun. It's better than me waiting for world quests in silence. So all the patch stuff might just be me. Feel like the Legion green shade everywhere made it feel outdated. A little bit. The gloomy troll ruins I feel like is cool, but also like we've had a lot of gloomy troll ruins. I looked at one of the new dungeons and I thought, so it's like it's basically like the delve, the gloomy troll ruin delve that we have right now, or like even the Broken Throne ritual site. It looks exactly the same to me. So I guess I'm just waiting here for something to happen. The other thing I could do is I could move on with my life and do something different, do rares for a bit or something. Or I could try a tier 6 ritual site, actually. There's a thought. With all the whatchamacallums, all of the affixes for the achievement. There's in ritual sites. And you get a title too, I think. So there's a few achievements. There's one for just doing a tier 6. there's Ritual Breaker for doing a tier 6 with all 8 challenges in both of them. So I could go to whatever the current one is and just try and do that. Probably on my warrior. And then I don't know what's up with that one. I didn't do that. Can we just have King's Rest? We had a Taltazar. Man wakes in a hospital with no idea how he got there and asks, "Was I brought here to die?" The Aussie in the next bed says, "No, mate, you were brought here yesterday." Oh, dear. I feel that the Aussies that we get here in stream are like a very specific subset, because I, based on my stream time, am only ever going to meet the most insomniac and night shift working Aussies. I love you guys, but like you're just like it's only the people that are going to be awake at like whatever ungodly hour it currently is in Oceania. 3:30 a.m. right now. Yep. I don't know how you do it. I would die. I would cease living. I would shrivel into the mummy from the Mummy movie. And then I would just lay down, unlike the mummy from the Mummy movie. We can keep those disabled. Let's try a tier 6 ritual site. Let's have at it. My puppy's so cute. She's so cute. How you doing, Bubsy? He's doing fine, but he misses his cats not all day, but every once in a while he'll just lay outside the door to their room. And then whenever we have them in their tent, he'll just lay right next to the tent. Oh yeah, a rare. That's right, I had left myself camped here. Whoa, frame rate. Holy Batman. Normally sleep pretty biphasic, hence a late night sojourn through the world. I heard some people sleep like that. Gonna do a 6 with all 8? That's kind of my thought. That's what I was thinking. Can't think of any reason why not. I guess here's a question. Which one is it right now? It's Dagger Spine Point. Okay, good. People normally slept like that until recently? That's what the internet tries to tell me, but it's told me a lot of things. I'm always like a little bit skeptical of like ancestral trends because I don't know. It seems like an area of trend that is subject to a lot of weird stuff. I do think in some climates it's very normal to do like a nap during the hottest part of the day and then be more active in the morning and the evening when it's like tolerable. I don't know about getting up in the middle of the night though. But I'm not an anthropologist. It's so weird flying over all these rares, but I don't need these ones. I don't need the ones from Eversong Woods. Does that sound for Rare Scanner? Sounds like Winifred Sanderson. I must have missed a reference there. That one's going right over my head. Have you guys done the tier 6 with all 8 affixes? How doomed am I about to be? How bad is this going to be?
Are you listening?
All right.
Darkness
Just say 2, but I'm just gonna do 1 for now. Let's use some Phoenix Oil. We'll get our buffs up. We are the same age. You have seen Hocus Pocus. I don't know if I have. I've missed a lot of stuff. I have various gaps in my media history. I've lived under various rocks in my life. I've seen some things, I've missed a lot. Just because something was big doesn't mean that it caught me. Don't think you need all 8 for tier 6. You do if you want the achievements. You don't need all 8 for a tier 6, just to do it on tier 6. But if you want to get the Ritual Breaker achievement, then you need to do tier 6 with 8 challenges on both difficulties, and that'll become a feat of strength at the end of the expansion. That's my plan. So I've got Flask. Here, we'll use a good flask. Why not? I don't really remember how to play the warrior. It's been a few minutes, but tier 6, and we're just gonna stick all 8 on, and we're gonna take it easy. be really careful. Various large gaps, yeah. Felt fine in a blood DK. Full cleared all the rares in all zones and 3 tunes every day for 4 weeks. Haven't gotten a single amount. Oh, that's some bad luck. Oh, right around the corner. Only one island at a time. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty careful. Listen, I'm a veteran of the most boring hardcore WoW streams anyone ever saw. I am queen of pulling one mob, maybe 2 at a time. And then waiting for cooldowns. That's like my... It's like my move. I'm gonna basically... You don't need to full clear the delve or anything, but or the ritual site, but I'm probably going to, just for safety. Would love if you did more self-found hardcore. Makes amazing background viewing. I feel like at a certain point, I'm just silently farming one mob at a time. I love hardcore, but I only really love the first like 20, 25 levels because I know I'm never going to do group content. And around level 25, it just slows down so much that you start to kind of question why you're there. It feels less dangerous and more just like drudgery. Pulled 1 to 2, maybe 3 mobs at a time. Killed everything just cuz. Took me 50-ish minutes. Yeah. I don't see a single good reason not to do it like that. I feel like I'd rather do this just like giga safe and giga thoroughly. Plus, you know, we'll get a great score and we'll get some dark particles that we can use on, that we can use to buy cosmetics, and we'll get some... Oh, I actually saved up a bunch of dark particles. We can get a few of those bags. It'll be good. It'll be fun. We're farming. Alternatively, Valheim 1.0. Love Valheim. I don't know if I have the mojo to make that kind of thing entertaining by myself for like a stream thing. Excited waiting for Valheim to come to Switch too. Oh, that'll be fun. Couch Valheim? Not that I'm getting a Switch 2, but if I was ever going to, I would definitely get that. I would buy Valheim again. Final Fantasy's coming. I'm gonna clear the biggest gap around this lady before I pull her. I think it helps that I farmed so many of these delves, or not delves, ritual sites for like the cosmetics. I've kind of got a little bit of a feel for what the various mechanics were. I kind of remember how various mobs work and stuff. I think that's gonna help. You and Flabby done much Hearthstone BGs? A little bit here and there, not too much. I'm pretty bad at them. We've been doing a lot of cat care together. We've been looking after the kitties and their fungus. We've been watching Love Island together. Love Island USA. That's fun. Although I'm gonna need something to happen. Those kids are getting a little too boring in Fiji. Advantage of catching you live, asking all the burning questions. That's what it's for. Fungus and Love Island, a true marriage. That's good. Those are going to be the two things that are going to define the first half of this year for me in retrospect, is Ringworm and Love Island USA. Listen, I never said I was a paragon of culture. Let's grab just this guy. Give me your update. Well, I guess no one's worried about... Anybody who was going to be worried about spoilers is probably watching it. I miss Bea. She was my favorite, and I'm still not over her being gone. She was really fun. I haven't watched any reality TV in a while. It's my media vice these days. Participant still as insane as ever. More or less, yeah. Don't know what the WoW and Love Island Venn diagrams have a huge overlap. There's a couple. I have a couple people in chat that are also watching. I don't think it's gonna be many. I think a lot of my demographic is probably too mature for that. You guys have more refined taste than I do. Me. Yeah, Steph's my girl. She gets it. If I was still somebody who drank, I would have a drinking game and I would take a shot every time Kenzie does the splits on TV. I love her for it. I say do it more. I think she should do split lunges around the house to get everywhere and pull people for chats. Alright, that's one lieutenant done. I like it how every time they dump somebody from the island, people weep like they're gonna die. Like, the drama level is akin to they've just told you they're going to kill one of them in front of you. And they're just going home, man. You're gonna see him in, like, a couple of weeks. Wild. That environment must really do something to a person. Oh yeah, that's right, we get a buff. Forgot about that. We dislike Sincere. Oh, for sure. I don't understand how he doesn't realize that he is not adding up on TV. Like, I don't know how somebody can lie to a bunch of cameras and not realize that they are obviously being recorded in their direct contradictions. Like, how on earth do you think you're gonna get away with that? Like, I guess I'm glad that they're doing it, because otherwise it wouldn't be television. Like, if everybody made good choices and had healthy boundaries, then there would be nothing to watch. But, like, like, what do you mean? Poor Soul. I'm obsessed with Soul. I need good things to happen for her, and I need them to be with someone other than Sincere, because he sucks. Gives fake tears, man, from that Netflix show. Love Too Hot to Handle. Could not get into anything else. Updates are how I get what I like out of these shows. Oh, man. I also unironically watch Too Hot to Handle every time there's a new season. That's where you get a lot of these people from. Although I will caution, if you've been watching too much of that, then you go swimsuit shopping, you will have a weird idea of what normal swimsuits are supposed to look like. not the whole world is not wearing the spaghetti string bikinis. It's just kind of a certain subset of television. That man being named Sincere is cosmic irony. I do wish that people online, like, could be more chill about interacting with, like, these people's, like, social medias and families and stuff, though. Like, I want I want to be able to just, like, root for people or root against other people and not feel like it's an ethical thing, because, like, just, you know, like, I wish people could just, like, leave the TV on TV and just kind of enjoy it and not, I don't know, try to, like, get people fired and stuff. Makes it less fun. Shall I do this? I have the pet from this already, but we can fight him. Really want Too Hot to Handle, but gay men, we know how to do drama. I would die for one of these, like, horny dating shows to be filled with nothing but bi people of both genders. It would be so good. It would be so good. Maybe there's a reason why it wouldn't work. Maybe the drama would just get, like, too dark too fast. But, like, I need like a big mainstream one. I think it would be so fun. I'm always rooting for the girls to just, like, give up on the boys and pick each other. Especially because you do sometimes get bi girls on shows like Love Island. Like Shelly from last season. Although Shelly was just Shelly, but I feel like it could be so much more fun. Tried that with Queer Ultimatum. Queer Ultimatum's only done women, though, right? I love it, don't get me wrong. I've seen both seasons. They are peak drama. But, I don't know if I've seen, like a mixed gender one. Alright. Watch the new season about the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Oh, did they do another season of that? I watched like half of the first season, and then I got kind of depressed and stopped watching because it was kind of like it just hurt seeing these young women give so much of themselves and then get like dirt. I can't watch people work that hard just for the dream that you've been sold and nothing else. I'm watching US Love Island, but I've heard that the UK one is better this season. I just don't know if it's on Crave. It might be. Highlighted a lot in this latest season and how it affects them. Oh, harassment? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wish people could be like a little more chill online. No matter how much I like or don't like or root for or against someone, I've never had the urge to like tweet at them or their job or their parents, you know, like I don't know. Don't get it. Are You the One did an entirely buy season years ago and it was chaos start to finish. That sounds good. What are you liking most about this patch so far? I liked placing lights outdoors in my house. That was good. Been dying to do outdoor lighting, so that was fun. The new boss is actually pretty good. It's not hard. It fell over pretty fast. But it was fun to get back in and raid again. I pulled it for a while on Mythic with some friends and then some of their friends. Go this way. Have you seen Max being late to the one and only liquid pull? No. What happened? That sounds like fun. I'm late to all of the memes. I've been in a Jeopardy phase. I've been watching Jeopardy. And I just came across a Jeopardy meme from, I guess, years ago. Back when Ken Jennings was in his playing Jeopardy and not hosting Jeopardy era. And I guess it's like a really, really classic Jeopardy meme. Like, it must be one of the most viral ones that they have, at least of Ken. And is Alex Trebek giving him this clue about, like, a long-handled garden implement that also means someone of, like, immoral sexual character? Something like that. And Ken, straight face, stands up there and goes, "What is a hoe?" When they were looking for a rake. Everyone's just like, whoa! And I have not been able to stop thinking about that since I saw it yesterday. That's so funny. He said it with such confidence. And now they won't let him, they won't let him live it down. Yeah, I also think that hoe is correct. I think hoe is a perfect answer. I think they should, I mean, it's not how the game works. But I thought that was very funny. Robbed. Immoral pleasure seeker. That's right. That's what the thing was. It was like a long-handled garden tool or immoral pleasure seeker. I think what is so would have been fine. Oh man. Is that the meta achievement mount? I want to work on it. It's close to it. It's a different color of it. The one I've been riding is the one that drops from Herondar rares. But the meta achievement mount looks very similar to that, and it's awesome, and you should definitely work on it. Light Up the Night's pretty fun. It's not too bad. Liquid pulled Mythic Rotmeyer for their first time while Matt was still logging on. Players were raid leading themselves, and that pull became the world first. I like the idea about a group of guys that try to find the straight guy to win money, but they're all straight. Oh, man. Jeopardy out here reminding people that rakish tilts exist. This tier 6 is going fine. It doesn't really feel realistically different than tier 5 with 8 affixes. It seems very much like the same thing to me. I watched Pop Culture Jeopardy, and that got me into original Jeopardy, which is funny. Colin Jost was my gateway into Jeopardy, which I'm sure would infuriate, like, Jeopardy hardcore fans, because those people are, like, into it. But we watched both seasons of it, and I enjoyed it so much, and I like playing along at home, and I'm really bad at it. But it's fun because I'm not on TV, so I can, like, pause the show and think about it for as long as I want, and then if I'm wrong, no one has to know but my husband. And there's no satisfaction like knowing a Jeopardy clue that the 3 people on Jeopardy don't know, and then you get to pretend that you would have won for, like, just that one clue. We watch it every night. We've started watching it, like, with lunch. It's like our lunch break show because it's nice and short, and it's never really going to bum you out that hard. Like Wheel of Fortune 2, good at that one. We put on an episode of Wheel of Fortune because I was enjoying Jeopardy so much. I wondered if other classic game shows would also scratch the itch. And Wheel of Fortune was less... I feel like Jeopardy is very good if you've got kind of like a short attention span and you want like a very stimulating show. Jeopardy moves fast. Wheel of Fortune was kind of meandering around. They were kind of languishing. No one outside the living room has to know your shame, right? That's fun, though. I might go over and do these guys early before I finish doing the captains and stuff. Just to kind of get them out of the way while they're not with their buddy. How is Moose? Moosey, how you doing? Here, let me stand not in there and... There we go. Moose Cam. He's a good baby. It's cute whenever he wants to hang out with me in my office on stream. It took him like 3 years, but he came around. He's so big. He's so sweet. He's so nice to hug. He like smells good because we gave him a bath. Although I gave him a bath outside with the hose shortly after we bought the house, and it was fine. I like hosed him down, I soaped him up, I rinsed it off, it was fine. And then we did it again recently with like this antifungal shampoo, just in case. And he like was not having it. I didn't understand what changed. Poor guy thought we were trying to kill him. And it's just water. I ended up having to give up on the hose and fill a watering can so I could gently water him like a sunflower to rinse the soap off because he did not like the hose one bit. It was pretty funny. I guess the watering can is how I'm gonna do it next time. And to be fair, I guess the hose outside is like a far cry from he used to get baths in our bathtub with like tepid warm water being lovingly poured over him from like a yogurt container while being fed like treats the entire time. So I guess the standards have fallen. The hospitality is not where it was. Maybe that's part of the problem. You're a grown man now, Moose. Take the hose. Psh, was not a fan. But like we did it last fall and he was fine. I don't know what happened. Probably the scent of the product. No, he freaked out as soon as the hose came on before we ever got the shampoo out. He didn't like the pressure of it. And it was like a hot day and it was a cold hose. Or not cold, but like cool. So like I don't think he was too cold. I don't know. I'll watering can him next time. But he gets so soft when you wash him. He gets so soft and so fluffy and he smells so good. Also, he sheds like a mother, so you have to like brush him off outside. And my lawn is still covered in like tufts of dog hair, but that's okay. Spa day 1 star, right? Tried to bathe my dog with warm water so she'd learn that water's not deadly and dangerous, so now she's super chill with Eddie bath. I wonder if I just have to give him warm water again. Finley was the polar opposite. Outside baths with a hose was the height of fun. Inside in the tub, dog torture. I think next time maybe we do watering can and treats to kind of like help bring it back into the territory of things that are good for moose. But his coat kind of maintains. He doesn't really like need a bath unless he's really gotten into something. I feel like he sheds so much that his fur is replacing itself weekly anyways, so he doesn't smell bad normally. It does help him shed though. I didn't have on my bingo card that the cats would take the bath better than the dog. They're getting very good at— they were so good for their last sulfur dip. They were just sitting so still with letting me kind of cotton ball their faces, because like you really need to get in and around their eyes and ears, but you cannot get it in their eyes, which is hard. They were so good this last time. They look so funny when they're all soggy and stinky. When they finally are cleared to leave their jail, I want to have a cat party for them. I don't know what I want to do, just like get them toys, I guess, or like clean up their existing toys so that I can have a bunch of them back all at once or something. Because I can't really give them a ton of treats because their tummies are still a little bit touch and go, or at least Tiki's is. But I want to do something eventually when that blessed day finally comes. We don't want to jump the gun though, because I know that the day that we let them out of their isolation, I'm not going to have the heart to put them back. So they better be better. They get unleashed once. We are not going to go back and forth. Alright, how's this going? We did the captains. This is just a rare. You can do them though. Dog hated baths, but she'd put on a sad look and accept it. I got a sleep study, and after they glued all the sensors to my face, I looked in the mirror. Same expression as dog baths. Oh, man. My kittens do an expression when you put them in the water that I can only describe as, how could this happen to me? Got nowhere to run. They get very dramatic in the way that only an early 2000s emo song could. It's very funny. Poor babies. They'll be really good at baths anyway. I wonder if they're annoyed that I keep washing their scent off of everything. Like, I have to keep, like, bleaching their, like, bedding and, like, blankets and the towels that I let them sleep on, and, like cleaning all the flooring and everything in their bathroom that they're living in. Because, like, cats like to have their scent on stuff, and I feel like I'm just obliterating it, like, every other day because I'm cleaning for this thing. I wonder if they're annoyed about that. Okay, this could actually be dangerous. This is probably the worst part. Aside from the second to last boss, this little platform is probably the worst part. I'm gonna go wide. And maybe clear from the back first before I try these guys, because I'm not sure if that wrath comes with those guys. I forget. Pull this guy back. I'll have to use my dark particles and buy some of those cosmetic bags. I want more of the Naga cosmetics. I think I want to try to get all of those. We made the mistake of giving our cat little bits of chicken once, and now she makes that cry of injustice when we don't share. I don't remember if they increased accolades from rituals. I feel like they might have done. I'll kill this guy and then I'll work my way around to go do the Stormcaller. Watching out for salt foam. Man, this anti-siege weapon is really working on me. I can't get over it. Or defense, rather. Sally Hora, thank you for the 34-month resub. That is definitely the worst pull on the place. I think most of my dads in ritual sites are on this little beach here. Especially if I kind of don't respect it and I just dive in and go, nothing bad will happen to me. Get blown up, I get caught in like a salt bubble, I get mind erased. We respect the beach. Ritual sites kind of grew on me. I didn't really get them when they first came out. I didn't really understand why they weren't just a delve. And they didn't feel that interesting to be worth replaying, but it's kind of fun doing them just for the achievements and for the cosmetics. Which I guess is the point of doing most of this. Horrific Visions were the same kind of way. It's not like I was going to do them weekly. I just needed to get the goodies out. Squeak around here. I bet I'm gonna get a lot of Marl for having basically like full cleared this entire ritual site on tier 6 with all the affixes. I feel like the final thing is gonna have like hella Marl. Saving my kicks for the Mind Eraser. And the Fragility. I'm used to those guys because when I was just running 2 affixes, that was one of the 2 that I wanted to use. Oh, you can pull these. I guess I knew that. I must have known that. I've done this before. Pull these separately. More vision than delve for sure. Yeah. I think it's just the setup of it reminds you of delve, but it definitely is a little bit more vision-y. I'm gonna wait out that debuff. I wonder if I can literally fight that last one just literally quite by itself. No, we don't need to do that. That's being extra. Okay, let's go. We can cleave. Yeah, look, the thing's already dead. I'm being perhaps a little overly cautious. Just a smidge. The new drop, an in-game companion. It is house decor. It is a piece of house decor. It's a Murloc plushie. Alright, there's 2 more void creatures. Kind of forgot about that rare. Not even looting kelp. We don't even need it. I do appreciate how easy it is to pick mobs off of these. They were very generous with not making things social pull in here. You can just kind of grab one mob at a time if that's what you want. And when you're just doing something like this once for the achievement, that's nice. You dropped, didn't know that. Yeah. Right through July 14th. It is, on one hand, just a recolored Murloc plushie decor, but it's a nice color. Could have been worse. It could have been ugly. I like the pink and blue. I think it's cute. I wonder if I should have just done, and I still could, but the Invasion World, if I should have just done Nagtal on my warrior, if I have like better damage and sustained self-healing and stuff. I might. Rituals feel like visions watered down by delves. Math-like challenges not as compelling. Yeah, I agree that they're easier. I've never, even on the maximum difficulty, I've never struggled in a ritual site the same way that I struggled in visions when they were really hard. You're also not really, you're getting like the renown upgrades, but you're not really, oh hang on, I've talked a big game and now I'm in danger. Horrific Visions had like big tech trees of like upgrades that you could get. Don't mind me. And this one had the renown track, and that had a few upgrades like improving the health orbs, but they were much less impactful and less interesting to manage and not as meaningful as the tech that you were able to get to help you out in Horrific Visions. I can't believe I lived that. I'm quite pleased with that. It's not bad. Especially whenever there's like 4 or 5 things happening at once, I can very easily panic and not deal with any of them, but we actually got through that. That's okay. Love coming back from 1-on-1 with my manager to you are now eligible to claim Cotton Candy Gurgle. Here to wish everyone a happy Patch Real Day. May you all get a tier set for your class that you like the look of in the data mines later. Oh. May the finest class win the runway challenge. I don't know. I don't even really check those anymore. I know I'm not wearing tier. I'm gonna wear some cute garbage from the trading post where I can look like a bumblebee or some stuff. You know what I mean? You think I'm playing this game to look like a priest? I'm about to look like a jujubee. Wish the hunters would get a tier set that they all agree looks nice. Hunter tier has an identity problem in that I don't think there's a good consensus on what a hunter should look like. It's kind of the weird thing where people play hunters because they like animals, but the core of a hunter is that they hunt animals. So you end up with a lot of taxidermy and skulls and like horns and stuff that is not the vibe for a lot of people that just kind of want to like live their life with their kitty cat. That's why I wish for the impossible. You fight the end of Azeroth as a bumblebee. Do a couple of these kelp slingers. Love spell reflect. Skulls and horns and stuff scream witch doctor, not hunter. Yeah, I can see it. Hunters are also a male class, and I always felt like they looked better in leather and made more sense in leather. Kind of how in Final Fantasy XIV you could be going through a very serious cutscene and then you show up with your Lalafell in the most ridiculous outfit. That's living. Do I want to do this big elite guy? Probably. Just for score. I mean, well. dark particles. Turning in all the Delve quests at 86 doesn't get you to 90. I used to do it at 88 or like 88 and a half, but I do know that they increase the experience. Have you guys been leveling alts this patch? I heard that it was better. We talk about the 12-1 stuff? A little bit. We can talk about it some more. What do you think? What's your take on it? We read through the post at the beginning of stream. I am excited about the housing stuff. I am a little confused about layers. I'm a little skeptical about the outdoor content. I think cursed fishing sounds cool. Planning on leveling alts, but I got distracted by housing instead this patch. So much to design. If they increase the XP, 87 seems viable. Yeah. Saved all the Delve quests, took me from 87 to 90 very comfortably. I wonder if mileage is varying for people depending on whether or not they have a bunch of stacks of the Warband leveling buff. Because that'll add up to like, what, 25% extra XP if you've leveled 5 90s already. Only 2 days of fishing on and off. Got the fishing mat yesterday. Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to try that at some point. It doesn't sound as bad as it used to. I think I had old information on how awful it was. Man, this tier 6 with 8 efficacies is fine. It's a complete non-issue. It doesn't really feel any different from the tier 5s that I was doing before. As a housing casual, excited to be able to have pets in my house. I want to get my kitties. I haven't found an in-game cat that really looks like my boy Tuna to name after Tuna. My silver tabby cat is named Kira. I renamed my Bombay cat to name it after Tiki. But they don't really have any white cats. Like, Tuna's just got such specific and distinct markings. He doesn't really look like any of the other ones. Someone say silver cat? I found a really cute picture of you and Kira together back when you were visiting. SK. She liked you. Send it to me. Yeah, I will. I miss her. She passed away a few weeks ago. Baby girl. Let's kick the touch of apathy. Oh dear, oh dear. I don't know if I remember all of these bits. I'm doing them without his affixes as well. I think I'm just standing in the rings. I feel like I'm doing not much damage. Maybe it's just getting reshielded. We can kick the reshield. Maybe Maybe I shouldn't stand in that. For some reason I thought it was going to explode into a bunch of rings, and I thought, I'm just going to stand in the middle, and then the rings will definitely reach the outside. Yeah, I thought I was confusing it with this mechanic. There we go, now I'll move. Wow, this was harder than I thought it would be. I must be doing something fundamentally wrong here. I don't remember struggling this much. This is a hard guy, but like, not like a fight him for 2 rounds of cooldowns hard guy. That boss is just hard, I guess so. I don't remember it being that bad. Well, another 30 seconds we'll have cooldowns up for the last one. We'll get to see. We got 1,000 spoils. They better lavish me with Marl in a sec here. They better just pile it up. Shield interrupt, forget what it's called. Yeah, there's Dark Shroud. I was kicking Touch of Apathy instead because I didn't want that to go off, but I wonder if Dark Shroud is a better priority kick.
I have many lucky do's come you like. May your feet find good rest.
Hazel, hi Corgany, how are you doing? Happy Thursday. We could clean up a couple of extra little bits and pieces here. I'm just about to finish my tier 6 ritual site, my first one with all 8 affixes up. For the achievement. I should get lots of achievement points here. I'm sitting at 42.3k achievement points. 42,350. Alright, let's do it.
Who dares interrupt me? Foolish creatures!
This lady's not as bad, I don't think. It's funny, I spent the entire ritual site clearing everything around the other bosses, and then this one I leave trash up behind her that I'm like worried about pulling. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, she falls over. Nice! So if that was 15 points for a tier 6 just in general. Is this like a dungeon? Nope, she will still fight me. I was like, I'm finished it. Does this mean she won't aggro me anymore? Oh, you're cute, Gorgony. You're very sweet. Ugh. I have a race crisis with my survival hunter. Which race do you think looks coolest from the aesthetic or lore point of view? I love a troll. Any type of troll. I love a troll hunter. But that's hard. They could be like anything. So I got 762 Voidlight Marl for that. Along with 254 accolades, 5 Myth Crests, 10 Hero Crests, a Void Shard. Which is all good. Kinda thought I was good for another achievement. I guess I have to do both ritual sites to get that big one. For Ritual Breaker. We've done the Daggerspine point 1, but we need to do Broken Throne. Alright. Let's go back to town and see about... I might take this character out and see if I can work on some of those same achievements and if that's easier on my warrior or not. Because I don't need to do that. I guess I can fly by Dame Bloodshed and see if she's up. 42k, at least 3 times more than 2. Yeah, I'm not doing achievement points for their own sake, but I have gotten a little bit into just kind of like having a look at new achievements when they're added, and if they sound fun, just kind of working on them, even if they're just for points. This just did the biggest sigh. I thought there was like an air leak in the room. Oh, buddy. You need a good nap, huh? visitor drops a pet that I don't have yet. Oh, she's up too. Wow. That never happens. Give puppy kisses. I know, I just want to go give him a big hug and lay on the bed with him. He's got big dog beds, so you can kind of like just get down there if you're not allergic to dog fur. Do you know a place called Elk Cove? I don't know. It sounds nice. What if I did? What if I didn't? What is up? Hey, Current, how you doing? Happy Thursday. Near Portland. Yeah, not ringing a big bell. I'm doing. What about you? I didn't get out a whole lot when I lived there. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm keeping it together. I got my puppy dog in my office with me. You can see just a little bit of his back. There's a little moose. That's my Mr. Moosey Bear. Mr. Bear. So I'm wondering if they'll just let me, like, go. I betcha. Also, I never did pick this up. Her weekly. Joker Venom 1978. Thank you very much for the 4-month resub. Appreciate it. I watched the 1987 movie Overboard. That is set there, and when I looked up where it was, wondered if you heard about it. Have not heard of the movie, nor been to Elk Cove. I went to a big park, like either like a state park, I think, that had the Columbia River flowing through it, and had like Rooster Rock or Rooster Ridge or something like that. And that was cool. Yeah, skip the quest. There's something we say in German when somebody asks us how we're doing, and it's less than great. Moose halt? Very accurate most days. Yeah, I feel like in my neck of the woods, if someone asks you how you're doing and you want to be honest but not like trauma dump on them, you can go, well, you know. And they'll go, yeah. Yeah, you know how it is. Whether they do or not. Usually. Oh, hey, I got a box. Ooh, 1500 marl, we'll take that. World is on fire, but fine. Essentially means it has to go somehow. Yeah, sometimes we'll say it's going. How's it going? Oh, you know, it's going. That's another good one. Does it get super hot there this time of year? We're starting to get some heat. I'm pretty happy about my heat pump. Here, we're gonna go into Heroic World Tier. Or Heroic Nagtal, I guess. My favorite line is, "The horrors persist, but so do I." Love it. 31 to 34? Ooh, hot. Hot. Makes me want to jump in a body of water. I'm looking for... I'm pretty sure that the achievements for this are all, like... not all of them, I guess, but some of them are, yeah, account-wide, so... If I find storms, or I find rares, or indeed world quests in Nagtal, I can continue to progress that in this character. And I can skip these because they're war-bound. So... Spore Storm is up. I guess that's step one. Spore Storm is up. Forest Mana Spores? Is that a world quest that we need? Forest Mana Spores. It is actually. Maybe I should do the world quest because I don't know if this is going to time out on me or not. Let's do this. That's too many degrees. Put some back. You reverse heat pump in. Yeah, it goes both ways. It can heat, it can cool, it can just run fans, it can dry, which is kind of nice. If you need some dehumidifying, you can have it do that. I've been loving it. It is the luxury of my life.
Quite easy for us to tame devourers as long as we fed them. These
Good news is I have unlocked home office with my newest employer, so I'm not leaving the house after 8 a.m. Oh, nice. Any handy notes for the new zone? There must be, right? I hadn't really, like, looked at it. I'm really struggling to get up on a mushroom. Here, let's try and get on this intermediate mushroom and see if that helps. There we go. Do I have it? No, I don't have it enabled. I've been using Rare Scanner. What? I guess if need be, I can always maybe try to... no. Why should I think I can heroic leap up there? This is firmly no path available territory. Hazel and jumping puddles, name, etc., etc. I was trying to use the mushrooms to book, like to race basically to the other half of the zone to get a rare, and I just absolutely jumped right over a bouncy mushroom and then fell off. Major whiffed it. It was pretty silly. Yeah, right up here. This one's going better. Morning, Hazel. Good morning. Yeah, it's still morning for me for another 36 minutes. That's my excuse anyway. All right. So that was great because that means that I now have only 2, 4, 6, 7, one more different world quest in this zone to unlock a pet actually on the vendor. What other world quests are up right now? None? Very good. Okay. Let's go do that Spore Storm. I'm 3 out of 5 Spore Storms. Let's see if we can make it over there. Man, I'm terrible. The grapple thing I feel like I can't get to work. Want to hear a wild discovery I found out today? Yes. Hit me. Grapple clunky. Is it even keybindable? I guess I can try. I have an extra action button keybind. Maybe I should try using that. I don't know if it counts as an extra action button. Can't figure out how the grapple point is targeted. I feel like it must be proximity and maybe like a frontal cone or something, so it's the one that you're facing, but I don't know. Yeah, it's cheating. GTA 6 is coming to Nintendo Switch of all places. Man, the Switch is getting all kinds of decent games. They're gonna explode. I've done power overload, so I don't need that one.
Processing these mushrooms may increase their energy output, but their spores wreak havoc on the Ethereal's machinery. See if you
All right.
can jam up their operations.
10 more mushrooms. I'll be interested to see if I feel safer or less safe out here on my warrior. I have less item level. I'm 276 down from like, what, 284 or something that my priest has? But, I don't know. I'm not very good on my Shadow Priest. Excited to relive my childhood with the OOT and Star Fox remake. Ambush isn't heroic as a death sentence for me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of rogues who could just presumably, like, Cloak of Shadows or whatever they call it when they disappear. Not Cloak of Shadows. Vanish? Maybe Vanish. Where you just get, like, an in-combat stealth. Get out of jail free. Yeah, Vanish. I feel like that would be useful. Even Shadow Meld. Shadow Meld and Stealth would do some good work. Alas, I am a warrior. I have nothing. I must commit to the sins of my pathing. Recent number 25,837. Loving a Night Elf Druid, man. Jack of all trades. Plenty who sniff stealth. That is true, actually. I have seen some people with the eyeball on them. True, you have 2 big swords. And they both have little Murloc plushies on them like bag charms. That's pretty cool. Love that. The irrational urge to hang tiny plushies off of your bag like it's still school. We'll counterweight for extra heft. I don't really know what you're supposed to do with these. These are like some of the scariest elites I feel like in the zone, these devouring visitors. Oh dear, not the Fungal Strider. Let's get our little buff. I've gotten a little sidetracked. I need to make sure I'm still killing spores. Devouring visitors, my name for my uncle. Is he hungry? The man likes to snack. Comes over, eats everything in the fridge, doesn't leave. Well, some times are tough. You gotta do what you gotta do. That is, I want to stress a joke. Does your, does your uncle come by Twitch and see your chat history? Imagine if there was family drama over it. Or like devouring my mental patience. I'm just imagining that your uncle is Joey from Friends. That's the fixate. We're looking for mushrooms. I've gone a little deep here. We can get back on the road, probably. There's no reason for me to be doing this in, like, the scary quest area. I could probably even try... Well, that one's not an elite. I was going to say I could try to tether that. I don't think I need the Spore Bat. I think the Spore Bat has been pranking me all day. Been what all day? Pranking me. Because it keeps spawning and looking important, and then I keep realizing I don't need it for my achievement. It says, gotcha. Why, what did you think I say? I think if my uncle were Joey from Friends, I'd need a second fridge. Heard cranking. I mean, among a certain demographic, that's just another word for pranking. You ever heard turning my crank? Pulling my chain? Okay, we did that. We don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Man! We're 4 out of 5 for the storm, so that's coming along. I'd love for some rares to spawn that I actually need. Do people list them? Or are they scary enough to get listed? Kinda doubt it. One way to find out, I suppose. Because one of these 4, Lomalith, Broxian, Interminable Warn, and Orador's Chassis. Haven't seen him up yet. It would have to be on Heroic. Oh, there's a big rares group, but like, do they just wait for them? What's the point of that? There's no way to make them spawn any faster. Oh, pardon me, I missed Sly Pan. Basically just to do it. But it doesn't seem like it would be any more effective than just being not grouped. It's just, I guess, people hanging out while waiting for rares to spawn. I haven't done this bonus objective, but I can't really see any good reason why I should. Can get a bit tricky. Yeah.
It was quite easy for us to tame devourers as long
I
as
guess
we
I'm just
were
having an issue where I don't see how being in a group would help.
invested.
Don't have flight to quickly get there. Yeah.
Destroying them would be best.
Let's go back to town. And I want to go spend some dark particles on some transmog bags, actually. I think that's going to be back, like, through the portal. Because this character has a few stacks of them saved up. I just have to be very careful, not do what I did last time, and accidentally spend dark particles on field accolades that we don't need. That's no good. That hurt. That was bad. You look like someone who likes housing. I do like housing. I'm a little afraid to ask what you mean by that, though. What does a housing enthusiast look like? What is it about me that looks like I like housing? I am known to like my house, that's true. You're not wrong.
Anything can be a weapon with the right
You're not wrong, but I'm still offended. Yeah, heat pump and everything. Yo, if I could put a heat pump in my in-game house, I would go ham. Is this zone flightless because Outland adjacent? Hey, you can fly in Outland though. Alright, let's buy some goodies. Do you guys have a favorite, like, category of these? I was working, I opened one Naga box and it had a fish weapon in it. I don't know if there's a place to look at, probably actually. I can probably preview some of these in, holy moly, a lot of stuff here. Bulging. Alright, so I can see in a little preview what some of these things look like. There's a nice little skull in a net. Love that. Do you go ham as a pescatarian? What's the fish equivalent? Full mackerel? Wonder what energy efficiency class our WoW houses fall under. I feel like the air quality with all of the indoor fire is going to be bad. The elven stuff is cool, but I feel like we have so many elven appearances, it's kind of whatever. What about the Twilight stuff? Very Dark Soul. Which I guess makes sense because there was a lot of Twilight weapons. Gotta be all about the Naga pouch. Yeah. Well, the fish mace was one. That's another color of it. Oh, it's an offhand. Diseased piranha fetish. Love that. Alright. We'll get these. Gonna say salmon, but that is probably more bacon. Naga field pouch. What do I get? Tentacle fetish? Pardon me, a wriggling tentacle fetish. Which is an offhand transmog appearance in World of Warcraft, to be clear. Something about those words in that order. Yeah, indoor fire, not enough windows. I did say tentacle fetish. Man, snuck up on me. Alright, calm down everybody. Settle down, kids. Alrighty. They got me. What else? Swingable piranha. I already had that one though. Oh, it's BOE. Oh, you can sell it. You can get dupes, but they're BOE. I don't think I like that. Yeah, 250 good. Let me see. What are people wanting for those? Let me undermine exchange that. Wingable piranhas are going for... cheapest one NA is 45k. They're averaging kind of 150 to 230. Are there a lot of them on the realm that's for 45k? No, it's just one of them. There's a couple for 50k on a couple different realms. I would take 45k to be honest with you. I'm gonna do this and be the cheapest one on Undermine Exchange, at least for the moment. Because if I'm getting a dupe from my Dark Particle bag, I may as well get some gold out of it. Don't like it either, but I have been selling my dupes for 15k plus now. Yeah, a little silver lining. I would still prefer to not get dupes, but at least they're sellable. Imagine if they weren't. I only had one piece. There's 15 options. I had 14 available, and it gave me one I already had. I guess I had more than that because I didn't know this one yet. So I had 13 options, and it managed to give me one of the two that I knew already. There's a Blade of the Deep Lurk Honor Guard. Yeah, alright. Liz knows what they're doing.
I offer rare goods from distant lands. Thank you.
I wonder if the move is just to like open bags until you get like 10 out of 15 and then just buy the rest of them with the gold that you made from selling your dupes up to that point. Because I feel like trying to like open the last piece you need out of a bag with 15 options is going to kind of suck. And I think that's it for Dark Particles. Am I going to have to do Void Assaults to get more Dark Particles? Man! Oy, oy, oy. Fish sword. I like these swords from the trading post. With their little Murloc plushies that kind of clip through the ground. Here, you can sort of see them if I'm standing up on an edge so that they don't clip. Would love one more storm to dissipate. Would be all about that. Or a world quest that I don't have yet. Flying Debris. Didn't I do that one? Oh, Sly Pan's up. I'm going. I wonder if it just spawned or... Oh yeah, the yell just went out. I feel like falling is slower than anything. Think there's new lightsabers with this patch? Cool. Is he still up? Yeah! Wait for me! Nice, tagged it. Happy with that. Oh, he's a little sneaky guy. Also spawned for me? I wonder if they're on timers. There might be a rotation. Or it could just be luck, or maybe you're on my shard. I got a giant worm piercer. And 60 acolytes. Yeah, rotation would be nice if they became predictable. That would help a lot. I've done Flying Debris and I've done Power Overload. I need Mashing Mushroom Mana Machines. Or Scrubbing Troubles, Power Drain, Crypt Culling, or Capsized Compost. How could I have missed Capsized Compost? Well, I feel like if this one just came up, it's not gonna be spawning again in a hurry, is there? Rotation seems consistent. Okay. I wonder if there'll be like a add-on or something the next day or two that'll track when the next one's coming up. Because I feel like people will only really want that for the first like week or so. Like people will very rapidly start to not care on account of you only really need to kill each one once for your achieve. I just need two more out of 4. Well, I don't know if those are gonna come up. And then one more storm, but I feel like that's gonna be a Tomorrow Me problem as well. Is there any other content from this patch that I'm like forgetting about? I did my ritual site. I'm doing the heroic world thing. What am I missing?
Destroying them would be best, I think.
I'm just gonna start deleting Stormarian cores. This is how I jinx them into making these useful for something. I'm just deleting all of them and then they're gonna get at me. I guess I could do rares for mounts. We've got 20 minutes left. We could get a little lucky. You never know. Which mount are you on? Vibrant Petal Wing. Herondar rare drop mount, I think, is the one on my quick list there. Unless you mean the Brutosaur. Are the games in the Argentina new? Not sure. Yeah, the bird is the Vibrant Petal Wing, so that drops from Herondar rares. There's also another color of it, the Brilliant Petal Wing, which comes from Light Up the Night, which is the meta so far. So this is the achievement one, and then this is the rare drop one. I haven't really been doing any like house tours, and I don't have any links enabled. You might be out of luck today. We're going, let's do Zolamon. Let's do Zolamon rares. And if we end up doing like a Void Assault or something, I guess we could get like some Dark Particles or something. I don't know how I'm gonna get more Dark Particles. I got a lot of those ones from doing the Void Assault like meta achievement. And now that I've done that, I don't really see myself grinding more of them. I can see myself doing one more ritual site next week to get the other tier 6 with all affixes done. And after that, I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you need Dusted Off for Light of the Night? Let me see. Yes. Yes, you do. At least according to my achievement interface. So the Lightwood Boar is up. Here we go. This guy hurts. This is like the most painful non-elite rare that I've seen in this game. It must be the poison. I wonder if it stacks? No, it doesn't look like it. Poison on that guy. Awful. I have 119 of 120 and that one is stuck. I know that they messed around with the moth thing in the patch to change the reward distribution to make it easier for people to get the last moth for their, or for people to get credit for getting moths for the mount. It might be worth poking around with again. I'm not sure if they fixed your issue, but they may have done. They did some work on it this patch. Think you get summon invasions? What kind of invasions? Oh, you know what else I haven't done actually that I could probably do? I haven't done Abundance in a bajillion years, and I bet you anything I could send like 7 Dun-Dun charts, or 8 Dun-Dun charts. Just get some unalloyed to buy some cosmetics or something. Valor Nagtal? I haven't got any from Valor Nagtal yet. I was looking to see if I was going to get them off of rares or treasures or world quests, and I don't think I was seeing any. I thought that I would have. I was looking forward to that. Yeah, doing them all at once. Nice. Where is it right now? Voidstorm. Hello, Luna. How you doing? Happy Thursday. Oh, I feel like some decent luck getting rare, or finding rares up today. I wonder if people are just doing the new content. Get a nice little lap in. I am 5 of 8 of these mounts. Right? 4 of 8. 5 of 8? 5 of 8, because I need 1 from Herondar and 2 from Zolamon. That's right. Because I got the Petal Wing. It is a nice Petal Wing. Pretty bird. I don't think I'm gonna feel like I'm almost done until I get like 6 though, maybe 7. Especially if I can finish, I guess if I get the other one from Herondar, I can finish that. This it looks like I just missed. If I want to go to Voidstorm, I should probably fly back to Silvermoon because my Hearthstone's on cooldown. I thought I had a Dun-Dun's abundant travel method, and I don't think it was working on my ult. I think only my main can get away with that. I guess I could try. Oh no, it does work. Let's see if this actually takes me to the Voidstorm abundance spot. It might. That would be cool. Maybe they fixed it. Promising.
Nice.
Alright. Let's see if people are doing this. I wonder if the groups don't last as long because people can finish things like instantly. I might just do it solo. Let's just pick up the weekly. But no. I did this on PTR and I felt like it was pretty straightforward to get your full credit. Let's go for it. We got 3 minutes. Make them count! That requires blacksmithing, which I don't have. This requires mining, which I do have. Even in Abundance, where I didn't have any of the matching professions, though, I still felt like I was able to do it and get like full credit without too much stress. I feel like you gotta really whiff it for them to not give you all your goodies.
Magnificent contributions, my acolytes. Revel in this divinely.
Oh, there's people over here too.
Magnificent contributions, my acolytes. Revel in this.
Alright, minute 47. Halfway there. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get with my unalloyed. I think I decided I don't care about the profession equipment. There's fishing skill ups, and those might be warbound. Maybe I should spend it on that and send those to my priest to just kind of accelerate her fishing skill level grind. There's decor, and I think I have a little bit of all of it. Oh, there's ore in here. I only have 20 seconds left, though. I want the ore! Didn't give me that much credit. Alright, we'll dump this 200 off. See if we got full credit for our 8 shard run. Low of all trades. Oh yeah, 7,200 unalloyed abundance in one go. 200 marl. Some coffer keys and abundance having earned points in every score category. Don't even know what that means. I'll take it. 2k, moral, coffer key shards. Did I get, overexalted with the Amani? I am, yeah. I should have a Paragon cache, maybe? Maybe we go back to Zul'Aman and see if we can buy it. So 7,700. I have all these mogs already. I have one of each piece of decor. I don't care about the profession knowledge. I have the mog in both mounts. Yeah, the writing is warbound. 6,400! Oh, it does do it by up to 100 though. Okay. I was like, holy frick, that's expensive, but okay. So I'll buy that and mail it to my priest, I guess. The button that you popped up. One of my add-ons does that. I forget which one. It might be Dialogue UI. Someone bought my piranha already. Wait, it was Flabby. Oh man, that's cheating. I don't feel like I earned that gold. He's sweet. We're sending that to Inksy, because Inksy's gonna be my fishing maiden for the fishing grind. That's funny. Muck-covered writings. I wonder if I should do that again on my priest, actually. I want to go open my Paragon Cache. If I do my Abundance Weekly on my priest and send 8 shards and spend that unalloyed on another fishing thing, that would probably finish her skill. Because they're worth 100 each, and I think her skill is somewhere between 1 and 200. Rigged! I wonder if he's gonna flip it for profit. I hope he actually makes some gold on that and is able to sell it for more gold. Appreciates the juicy deal. He's gonna tell me he does, even if he doesn't. I want to go to Zolomon, so I need to go to Silvermoon and then fly. I will never in my life get good at using these portals, I swear. Moose is so cute sleeping back there. I love a sleeping dog. And I love like a happy dog. I love when they get all bouncy and floppy. I love a big ol' happy dog. Kevin say your heart to Zolomon yet? No, I guess not. I can see the appeal. I just don't like doing the Argentina thing to get back to Silvermoon because I'm like dumb, I guess. I don't know. It feels cheesy. I'd rather just hearth to Silvermoon. I like forget where I'm going every time I pass through a portal, so I want to take the most of those out of the equation. Plus, I don't mind the flight to Zolomon. It's not too bad. Incredibly convenient to me. It's for sure better. Your way is for sure categorically faster at getting around. I'm just like, I don't know, mulish. Stubborn. So I just wanted to get my Paragon Cache here. I'm gonna steal that idea. Yeah, it makes sense, because this is the farthest travel time place to get to. And you can pretty easily get back. I may as well do any rares that we fly over on the way there. I made some good progress in those achievements this morning. I'm pretty happy with how that went. That was good stuff. Plus I got my tier 6 ritual site done. Happy, that wasn't too bad. Plenty of time to check for rares, yeah. This zone seems like it's going to be the most stingy about rare mounts for me so far. I'm finished with 2 zones, and I have 1 mount from the 3rd, and I have yet to get a mount from this zone at all. Hirondor refuses to drop its mounts for me. Ugh. I'm waiting for my first one from ZA. Pulled a Hazel and Nagtull and died to fall damage because I was on my mount. Oh man, that's a Hazel original. I'm going to charge you royalties for that. for Mr. Murloc first.
The Murlocs are ambushing our supply carts.
Mounts, or not mounts, pardon me. Rares do seem pretty available right now. People must be just busy doing, anybody that was farming mounts must be busy doing the new stuff. This is a world quest that I don't need to do. And I'm not doing it. You can't make me. Is this rare up? This one south of me? I've been so behind on delves. Aha, he is up. Hello. How you doing? Any mounts for me? Nope. Okay. That's fine. There's always next time. Honestly, I feel like I was getting quite lucky with how quickly I was getting mounts in my last couple weeks of rare farming streams. We were cooking.
I'll give you the Hashura discount.
Okay, it wasn't a Paragon cache that I had apparently, or maybe it was and that's somewhere else. It was it was a just the regular champion track piece of loot. I have the bear mount. I have the pet. I don't have this toy. I don't really want it though. Not right now. What about I should put that in my kitchen. That looks good. I'm gonna get this giant crown. It's 5,000 marl, but it's kind of hilarious. It's a huge freaking helmet. Yeah, I keep looking at it every time I come by. I feel like we have to do that. It's a lot of marl, but come on. That's funny. Need to use the headdress of the gnome. It's like 40 times your size. Here, we'll make a little log for it real quick before I go. I gotta go soon. I'm pretty much at the end of my time slot here, but let me just put together a little tiny mog with that. Something real simple. Buying that when I get home. Alright, let's go lowest speaker. And the helmet is gonna be lowest speaker helmet. Which of course hides her hair, because why wouldn't it? Let me see. We've got blue, we've got tan. I feel like you want like some troll stuff that's not too encompassing. Here, let's go for some basic stuff and work our way up and see if we have any just kind of like something blue and scaly or feathery or something that matches. Oh, Rosaberry, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. My unfortunate news is that I'm just about finished my stream. I'm shutting down any second now. It's BFA troll chest. Yeah, I know the ones you mean. But hi. Highly kind of you. Welcome, welcome. I just bought this ridiculous transmog off the Amani vendor for 5,000 marl, and now I am insisting on making a mog for it. Just because that's what you gotta do. I didn't mind that first kind of armor bikini top. Oh, there we go. That's the stuff I think actually. Yeah, that's right. It's a little greener than blue, but I think that's fine. Probably these ones, if we had to guess. Those match. Let's sort some pants out here. I had an idea, actually. I don't know if I have them in a good color. The teal skirt. I only have... I mean, this is what matches the top piece. Actually, no, it's not. There's something else that matches the top piece from BFA. It looks very similar, though, doesn't it? There's, like, leg plates with, like, a little skirty thing. I kind of wanted something with like a big wide flared skirt. Wish you a nice day. Thank you very much. What are those? We're running into gnomes everywhere with that headdress. You think we could start a trend? Finally, they will see us in raid. They shall respect our stack. I think I'm just mindlessly scrolling at this point. I scrolled too far. I know what I'm looking for too. I just don't remember the name of them. This is the problem with transmog collecting, is if you get too much of it, it starts to take, you get 29 pages of pants to look through, and that's for plate. I don't even play plate. I'm not even a plate class. Oh, there we go. Direborn for leggings. That's the... Honestly, kind of cute, actually. I don't hate it. That's the exact match. The slippers are sending me. Didn't we have... like a big, like pants with a big flared skirt. I guess maybe not in plate. Maybe I'm thinking of a different, the kill length skirt's quite good, actually. It would just be nice if it matched. Maybe the blue. That's not bad. There's also always sweatpants. If we want to be, like, true to life. Honestly, I kind of don't hate, like, these. Let me look at some boots. Because bare feet's not the answer. What happens if we search Direbone? Those are the boots that go with the Direbone set. Yeah, I think this is fine. And then I bet we've got some good shoulders. Either shoulders or a back piece. I think probably shoulders, though. I'm sure there's, like, cool back pieces that would, like, go with all of this. But I betcha shoulders are going to look better because they're not going to get hidden behind the helmet. I'll take a quick scroll through the novelty backs, though. It's always worth looking. You never know what you're going to find that you forgot that you had. Thanks for stopping by for a quick dress-up sesh. I would argue you play plate now. Yeah, I guess I do, don't I? For the moment, anyway. I'll accept that argument. Alright, let's turn the cloak off and let's go for shoulders. The funny thing is there's actually shoulders on that vendor that do match this set. I bet you can do better, though. I also can't take too long. I can hear the sounds of lunch being nearly finished. I wonder if I need to go buy those shoulders. Let me save it with no shoulders for now. And then give it an icon here. And then let me go buy those shoulders. Oh my gosh, actually maybe with the swords. The swords are so big. I wonder if I need to change or like adjust how they sheathe. The swords are very funny. Okay, hang on. I gotta see if I can buy the matching shoulders. Happy the weather's getting warmer means I get to have my favorite dessert. Drinkable custard flavored with lemon and sugar. Ooh. Lunch expensive piranha sandwich. Should I, hang on. Loa Blessed shoulder guards. Yeah, those are the matching ones. They're 3k Marl, but that's the rest of the Marl this character has, but that's fine. Put those on. Holy cow, that looks so wild. It's so comically big. It's so funny. There we go. There's the new ones. Honestly, I don't know if it looks better with the shoulders or not. Love her. I wonder if there's an option for me to sheath the sword on the hip, if that's just gonna make it clip like way into the ground. Default sheathing is back. Oh, okay, you can do back or you can hide while sheathed, but I feel like having the giant swords is also kind of like working. You can see her coming now. I feel like she went from gnome-sized to dwarf-sized. There's no mistaking her. That's so funny. Alright. She's going home. Katarin, thank you very much for the 43-month resub. Appreciate it very, very much. Hello, everyone. Hi. We are wrapping up for the day. I wonder if you can still see my... Mr. Moose. I'm gonna go pet him and wrap up for the day. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate the company, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye. That is a sleepy dog. Okay, bye.